Hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lyric. Today I would like to do an energy reading for the sun sign of Cancer. We'll take a look at overall energies with oracle cards. We'll look at past and present energies with tarot. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. If after viewing the video you feel guided to book a personal reading with me, check out my description box for those details. I would like to add, I'm choosing some different oracle cards to kick this reading off because my last, I think it's been like 4 readings that I've gotten a lot of, what has been happening is the feeling of being resistant to work in a group, to kind of taking, kind of maybe even, if you're familiar with tarot, you know who the Hermit is. So maybe just going into this Hermit energy where you're getting your strength back, getting your thoughts together, spending some time in meditation, just taking, considering the things that are going on in your life, maybe really thinking about making some changes in certain areas, and not wanting to be distracted by others. And so, so if that sounds like you, check out some of my other readings because I've been getting a lot of that in the collective. And so I'm choosing some new oracle cards. These first ones are strengths and weaknesses. And these other cards are more about specifically an individual. So it's like, to me, it feels more personal, like if I were literally only doing a reading for one person. But this is a collective reading. Just take what resonates, okay? And maybe that's just the energy that I'm picking up this week. Maybe I'm not channeling because I'm tired. I'm not completely sure. I'm fairly new to this. I've only been doing tarot. I've been learning tarot for about a year now. So, and I've only started doing readings for other people since November. So I'm very new at this. If you have anything, if you've been watching tarot for a while or you're new to tarot, please mention that in my comments box. I would love to get to know you, start dialogue with you, share what's happening in our lives. That would be cool. I'm a pretty open and nice person. I have my email down there, and the best way to contact me is through my email, okay? So let's get started, Cancer. So these cards are going to show strengths and weaknesses. So let's start off with that, okay? So messages for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Message. I'm going to keep going for a minute just because I want the energy to be something different very badly. I don't know if I have the ability to manipulate things like that, but I just want something very unique to come to you, okay? I want something to really speak to your soul, okay? It's my intention here. Messages for Cancer. Speak to Cancer, please. Messages for Cancer. Okay. So I've got insecure and curious, and repelled and fascinated. Interesting. I love it. So, gosh. So I'm going to go out on a limb since these cards are connected, and I'm feeling that when we're feeling insecure, sometimes insecurity comes from a place of lacking knowledge or lacking. Maybe we're doing something, a new skill, and we're not very familiar with it. And so the more we practice this skill, the higher our abilities become. So a good way to break away from that stuck energy, because insecurity leaves us feeling stuck and kind of creates procrastination for us is to come back to that student mind and starting to become curious again, starting to ask questions, starting to just, even if it seems like what we're doing is way too much, maybe saying to ourselves, I wonder how this and this together would go. Just creating a more fun, more spontaneity into whatever it is that we're doing, okay? So I don't know if this is a strength and a weakness, but definitely something to think about and something to meditate on this week, okay? Insecurity and curious there, okay? And I'll turn them this way so you can take a look. Okay, and the next card that we have is repelled and fascinated. So I know that I'm the first one when there's certain conversations that I don't like, or the way I see sometimes things, behaviors of people being portrayed on television. Like I'm very mindful of the thing, not because I like scary movies, but it's just there's certain ways that I censor my own media, because I get really discouraged by human behavior. I can get really, really just really bothered by it. And so that definitely causes me to feel repelled. And sometimes I'll get like in this anxious, nervous, worried or energy, and I repel others because I'm afraid. So what Source is opening up here for us is to consider to be what being fascinated is. Like, how can we rekindle that? How to combat repelling is by becoming fascinated. And actually, these two cards are pretty. They're pretty related. So coming back to that place of being a student and learning and asking questions and being very, very objective and considering all different kinds of possibilities instead of just putting things in a box, okay? Because that will really leave us feeling repelled, okay? So let's get some more messages for Cancer. Messages for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Cancer. Okay. Alchemy. Cool. So I'm going to pull the book on alchemy. I feel that alchemy is transmuting negative energy into either neutral energy or positive energy. And you can do that by overcoming negative situations, by like facing your fears, by ending really bad habits that you might have used to have, by closing off. Oh, my cats are a mess. They start getting really rambunctious this time of the night. I have 5 cats. But just there's a lot of ways that we can practice alchemy. It doesn't have to be super witchy and supernatural. It can actually be extremely practical. And I think that's kind of the way that I use alchemy today is just transforming my mind, transforming my psyche. Really, when I'm having bad feelings and moods, just working with myself and my energies and my guides to resource that negative mood and transforming it into something positive. Even if it's just recognizing that, okay, so I'm feeling depressed. Am I tired? Because a lot of times I'm just worn out and I'm doing too much. And oftentimes, and then I used to have this dialogue in my head where I would constantly like berate myself for not getting enough done and all this junk. But then if I would just take a nap, I would wake up and do all the stuff I needed to do. So it's really silly. So I'm gonna pull the book on alchemy though. Okay. So it's the number 25. Let's see here. I love this book. Okay, you have an opportunity to take a big leap in your level of consciousness. It is extremely important that you focus on letting go of any negativity and beliefs that no longer serve you. You have access to the energy of alchemy, which can transform the most challenging experiences into incredible gifts and miracles. Meditate and take action on your highest goals and dreams. They are on their way to coming true. Let go of your expectations. What is about to appear can surpass anything that you have dreamed of. The most important part is that you are prepared and ready to receive. The energy around you is very potent at the moment, so make sure that you are using this time as productively as possible. Give yourself time for prayer, gratitude, and celebration. Freaking radical. Let's get one more message. And home. So it could be that you've been spending a lot of time away from home, been really, really busy in your 3D life. Maybe things at home are getting slightly chaotic, or you just, or actually you don't even know if they are or not because you're not there to see what's happening, and you're just, you could be out on the road. Maybe you travel for work, or you travel in your, whatever your livelihood is. Maybe it causes you to move around from place to place to place, and you're just really missing that stability and that the freedom of just of like having a schedule. Because sometimes when you have a schedule, you don't have to really think about anything. It's automatic, and it's like, okay, so I don't have to worry about A, B, and C because I do this every single day. So I can worry about D, E, and F instead. So it's kind of a little bit of a pad, if you will, to to censor some of your fears or worries or any of that. So let's pull some tarot for you, Cancer. I'm going to use these ones. I don't know if I should use these ones because I don't know if I shuffled them good, but we'll do them anyways. So messages for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Okay. So you've got the Strength card, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Judgment card, or the Justice card. So, what in the past, you could, what I'm getting is that you had to overcome a tough situation here, that you had to alchemize a difficult situation here, and I'm getting that the situation was tough and you were all by yourself and you were isolated, and I think this is when you really learned about alchemy, okay? I think this is when you really understood what the power of magic was, and the power of leaning into source and trusting your guides, okay? Because you were in this isolated energy, and you had to fight back demons in a way, okay? In your present energies, you have the Five of Wands, which usually talks about like interference from other people, maybe not getting along, not seeing eye to eye. But because you have the Seven of Cups here, I want to say that you're kind of in this energy of struggling with your own self, with your own thoughts, with your own ideas, taking on a little bit too much, being a bit delusional in your capacity of doing things. So this is just my personal advice to you, is to just take things little by little, is microbite things, is what that's my term, okay? You just microbite it little bit by little bit by little bit, and you would be surprised at what you can get done when you deal with life in such a way, okay? In your future energy, you have the Justice card. So I'm really getting that you're going to be affirmed, and you're going to have you're going to be in a higher position of a sense of self, okay? You're going to really be proud of yourself for the things that you've overcome. You're going to, your self-esteem is going to be elevated, and it's going to be that healthy self-esteem, that recognition that I'm capable, that I'm able, that I can, that I'm creative, that I can do things, that I don't have these pressing negative thoughts or these beliefs about myself, that I've scourged that from my mind and scourged that from my soul, and the reality of my spiritual self is being exposed, okay? And I know that here with this Justice card, justice is in your favor, my love, okay? So let's get some more messages for you, messages for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Okay, these are a little bit, well, they're not too bad to shuffle, even though they're super tiny. But I think that's all we're going to go. You've got the Lover's card, the Fool's card, the Death card. Holy smokes, girl or boy, and the Eight of Cups. So this Eight of Cups energy is in the future energy, and the Lover's card, and the Lover's card in the olden days used to be the choice card. It wasn't about a personal relationship. It was about decision making, making a paramount, a very important choice. And that's what I'm getting here with this card is because you have the Lover's card and then you have the Fool's card. So I'm getting that you are getting into this Fool's energy, this kind of like, okay, I'm going to be open, and I'm going to try new things. Yeah, that I'm open and I'm going to try new things. And you have the Death card energy here because it was relieving you and releasing that stagnant energy that made you believe that that tied you to that feeling of insecurity, that tied you to that feeling of repellent, that tied you to those negative experiences, so that you couldn't really move forward. You were progressing, but at a slower rate. And in the back of your mind, you felt like, okay, so I'm not really as good as it seems that I'm doing. Like this is all gonna fall apart any day now. And you're moving past all of that, and you're coming, and I see you moving past that with this Eight of Cups, and you have the Justice card. So you're gonna be, and you see how bold she is and secure that she is, and she knows her values, she knows her rights. She knows what's good for her. She knows what's bad for her. She has good judgment. She knows how to use discernment. She has boundaries. She has position, okay? So don't remember that, okay? Take this Justice card energy as your energy, because this is your future energy and this is where you're headed. Insist on this energy and meditate on this energy, okay? So that's all that I have, Cancer. I'm going to leave this reading where it's at. I hope that you loved it. I'll see you in the next one.